So, hi and welcome to this webinar. Today we're going to talk about the educations at our School of Engineering. And today here with me I have Kristina. I'm going to let her introduce herself a little bit more. She's a researcher at our Production Technology Center. Kristina.
Thank you. My name is Kristina Eriksson and I'm a lecturer in logistics at University West at our Production Technology Center. And my background is I studied my bachelor's degree here at University West. And this program I studied included trainee periods at companies. And I spent my trainee periods at Volvo Aero, which is now GKN, based here in Trollhättan.
Okay.
And the second period, was a 6-month period, I got the chance to go to Rolls-Royce in Derby in England to do work there.
Okay, so you went abroad on your second work period.
Yes, which really encouraged me to and made me understand how interesting and important it is to see more of the world and take the chance to go somewhere else. So therefore I went to, after I finished my bachelor's, I did a master's in England, and I worked for a few years in industry. But also then I felt I wasn't really quite ready with all. I wanted to also do some more international work. So I did my PhD at the University of Bath in England.
Okay. So how did it come you started supervising here at the university?
When I was nearly finished with that degree, I saw there was a job coming up at University West where I then started my journey. And I really liked this experience at this university and the fact that we work so closely with industry. So I was really glad to find a job, and since then I've been back working here.
Yeah, you've been teaching here for quite a while now.
Yeah, nearly 15 years.
Yeah, that's quite a good time.
Yeah.
So it's so nice to have you here. We're going to talk a bit more about our educations a bit later, but first actually I want to talk a bit about Trollhättan, because we have a history here in Trollhättan that is quite interesting when it comes to education. Could you?
Yes, because we're in the engineering department, Trollhättan has a long history of industries.
Yes.
Very much thanks to our waterfall and water power stations that we have in Trollhättan. So we've got a lot of industries from the 19th century and onwards, both large industries and many small companies. So it's a thriving town for this within engineering and technologies.
Yeah, and we could say that Trollhättan is a bit north of Gothenburg, about 45 minutes if you go by train. So we in the south of Sweden, you could say.
Yeah, southwest of Sweden. It's also close to the sea, actually.
Yeah.
If you want to, go to the west coast.
Yeah. So with this said, we have a history of industrial engagement, I would say. And our university is located in the center of Trollhättan, but our research center is actually a few kilometers south from here, isn't it?
Yes, I would say about a mile from the actual campus. We have our research center, Production Technology Research Center, where we are about 100 researchers are based, both senior researchers and quite a few PhD students. And many of our master programs are also connected to this center, where we have fulfill many of the elaborations within the engineering programs.
Yeah. Could you tell a bit more about the Production Technology Center? Because it's quite a unique scene there, isn't it?
Yeah, I think it's based in an area where there are many companies and also networking companies. So we share the facilities, the actual equipment in our center with other companies, and we also share the actual location with all these companies, which makes it very sort of a thriving area. And we do research within production technology. The first research area that started in Trollhättan was the thermal spray area, which is quite specialized and used a lot in aerospace and space engineering. And then we have our largest research area now is additive manufacturing in metal specifically. And to this is also connected a lot of welding research in many welding areas.
Yeah.
And also automation of welding. Which leads us on to the other area, which is robotics and automation, where we do research in new technologies for Industry 4.0 and in this area.
You mentioned the equipment at PTC. Could you explain a bit more? What kind of equipment is it? Is it scholar equipment or is it?
It's full-sized industrial equipment.
Okay.
It would be the robots or the machines used in industry. And it's on this equipment that the students will also do their elaborations and their thesis work and such.
So in our master programs, the students will actually have connection.
So some of the teaching, especially elaborations then, in this environment.
Yeah.
And I think that's rather unusual that we have this full-scale equipment, and it's quite a large laboratory.
Yeah, interesting. You mentioned the thesis work. Could you elaborate a bit more about how we do that here? Because we have close connection with industry, isn't that so?
Yes. I mean, there are different options, but preferably it's good if the master students can do their thesis work in collaboration between the university and a company.
Okay.
So they can actually do something, solve a problem at a company, but also...
Will they be in place at a company or will they be in place at...
quite often, if they find such a job, they will also be in place at a company, at least part-time, which is a very good experience. And I think this is how we, in general, do company work here, or thesis work here at university.
But you still have a mentor at the university?
Yes, you'll have your main supervisor, and of course at university. And there will also be possibilities to connect the thesis with work in our lab and connect it with research projects. So you can work really close with research. Also during the masters.
So you work quite close to the researchers at Production Technology Center, and you can also work together with the companies in the area? Or?
Both. Sometimes it's both.
Yeah.
Or sometimes it's you would do one or the other for your thesis.
Okay. Is it only companies in Trollhättan, or could you go?
Oh, you can go anywhere in the world, I suppose.
Oh, good.
Because many of the programs are also on distance, so that could be an advantage.
Yeah. So with that said, would you like to tell us a bit more about the educations we have in our master programs? Yeah.
Of course. Let's start with our Masters in Robotics and Automation, which is our oldest master program. This can be studied as a one-year master or as a two-year master.
Okay.
And you can also choose to come to Trollhättan and study on campus or do them online.
Oh, how does it work online?
So then you'll have most lectures and even computer elaborations online. There will be some 2 meetings in Trollhättan in the first year to do some physical labs, but otherwise it will be all online.
Oh, interesting. And if you study here, is it easy to get housing and so on?
Yes, I think we have a housing guarantee in Trollhättan.
Yeah, I think so.
Which means that you will be guaranteed a student room or a student flat.
Yeah, that's good.
And I should probably mention here that we are a very international environment, especially at a Production Technology Research Center, where we have many researchers from all over the world. There are about 20 nationalities, I think.
That must be exciting.
Yeah, among 100 people. So, it's nice. It's a good experience.
Yeah. So that was one of our programs.
Yes. That was robotics and automation. Then we have Masters in Manufacturing Engineering.
Okay.
That can also be studied as a 1-year or a 2-year program.
Oh, so it's both?
It's both, you can choose. And it's on campus. So you'll come.
But you choose either of them?
You choose either of them, yes.
Yeah.
And then we have some new programs. One new program that we're starting this coming autumn is Masters in Metal Additive Manufacturing. And it's a 2-year program given on campus. And as I mentioned, additive manufacturing is one of our largest research areas. And then we have another new program, which is Master in Electric Vehicle Engineering.
Okay.
Which is, of course, very up-and-coming area.
Indeed.
And it's a one-year program. Also, and it's given either on campus or online, so here you can also choose.
Okay. So we have both one-year master programs and two-year master programs, and we have a few that are online, but all of them are on campus.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's how we can explain it, yes.
Yeah. Okay. Perfect.
So you should be able to find something suitable for each person.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I hope this have given you a small insight in our programs here at University West, and I hope you find a possibility to chat a bit with our afterwards here, and thank you for watching.